Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Info coming in. So you can apply this to whenever, really, timeless. Because I did say that in the last, like when I returned, we would possibly do a weekend message, depending on what the energy is. So as I'm shuffling through the cards, the tower, the tower in tower fashion fell out of the deck as I was shuffling and onto the ground. So I did a little clarification on it already, and it's a tower moment in the fifth house. Okay. So, as far as the new moon and Mercury retrograde, this can be applied to a Virgo. Okay. Or your work area of life. Nonetheless, there is a tower moment. Greetings, beloved. Star C, welcome, honey. There is a tower moment occurring in the fifth house, the area of life where you have fun, experience love, and create things you are proud of. Love in terms of partnerships, divine counterparts. And here we have at the bottom of the deck Pisces. Now, Jupiter is in Pisces, and the moon is now in Libra, but the moon is opposing. The moon in Libra is opposing Jupiter in Pisces. So I can see where this is coming in because emotionally you can feel a big shift because it was just in Virgo. Okay, so let's see here. Now you don't have to be a Virgo. This is just the energy that's coming through, okay? Sun, moon, rising wise, but you do have a sixth house. So you do have Mercury energy in your chart. You know what I mean? So let's see what else this tower moment is speaking of here for y'all. Thank you, Mama Universe and Papa Universe, for this amazing collective day and messages we are about to receive. Let's see. 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Something is definitely happening in divine order. So I'm not gonna push another message out of this. I'm gonna switch decks. Tell me more about this disruption of the fifth house for the collective. Hello. Mm. The same room we got earlier, but now it's at the foundation of the spread, number 11, on Sue's. But here now we have the letter M, the room connected to, that looks like a letter M, which speaks of movement, progress, passage, transition, and movement, relocation. Okay, some of you could be relocating. That could be a surprise move, like receiving an approval for something here. I feel like you could be relocating due to love, though, or something you enjoy doing. And then we have galactic. Oh, shit. Moon tone 8 galactic. As far as galactic signatures, you could be a red galactic dragon, a white galactic world bridger, a blue galactic monkey, or yellow galactic warrior. This is definitely connecting to you. And it feels like also this has something to do with your throat chakra. So you could be invited to an event to speak, or someone is inviting you for a conversation or of something of that nature here. Because Aquarius is the Tower card. Okay. We did have Pisces at the bottom of the deck. And Pisces, let me see what I got going on here. Wow. That's the 11th house Aquarius. In terms of the new moon in Capricorn and Mercury, you see that happen in the 11th house, Pisces, which speaks of the collective, knowing, also speaking of galactic energy, otherworldly, harmony, art. Aquarius is the polar opposite to Leo, the ruler of the 5th house as well. Okay. So there's also a shakeup happening where someone is able to detect deceit. And it was very subtle too. Very subtle. I feel like someone discovers this way of deceit that has been a part of their life through a drawing. And it just triggers a feeling, a thought, of a memory. Let's see what else. Go. High priest, high priestess, God energy. I can, I will set up a meeting with your soul. Take the blindfold off. Moon and Libra energy. Take the blindfold off. Two of Swords. The divine is coming in, is stepping in on this one because the chains have been broken. Ashe. Virgo, Pisces energy here. Removing yourself was the key to balance. We have 133 and numbers 1033 could be significant, but it also corresponds to divine guidance around you now. There goes that confirmation. Then we have the goddess Selket, the goddess of the dead, fertility, nature, animals, medicine, magic, and healing. Venomous stings and bites. Restoration from death to life. Counterpart of Horus, daughter of Neith. And that's you also. Like how the connection just won't be all unstable. Listen, you are a child of the Most High, infinite creator of all in connection to divine love. Okay, paternal energy here. You are, it says here, I am generational wealth, and I have all the tools of and for success. And it said that's the tower moment. As I read that out loud, it said that's the tower moment. There's a realization on epiphany that you are generational wealth. It's like putting the fire up under your ass to get you moving. Let me see what comes here at the bottom of it all. This has to do with forgiveness. I feel like this is something you've done for yourself, forgiving yourself for anything any transgressions you have made against yourself, let alone anyone else. But it says, if there is anyone else, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Full moon energy, full moon in Cancer. This could be a mother. We're going to grab a message from the Orisha deck regarding 1 month and the goddess Sekhmet. Shit. Okay, I see where this disruption is coming into play. All right. So Sekhmet, Bastet, goddess of war and the destroyer of all enemies of the sun god Ra, counterpart of Ptah, solar deity. Let's grab a message from the Orisha deck. Thank you for liking the video, therefore washing your hands upon entering and saging yourself respectfully in this here Palacio. Yes, Orishas, what is your message? Give me a second. Hmm. Capricorn energy, Ace of Cups, Six of Wands, music, fairies, now 7:47. And it's showing the salamander again that we got in the last message here. Fire element, fifth house. If it's causing um stagnancy in your life, this is the tower moment. You got Selkat and Sekhmet on the job. What is the message here, beloved Alicia's? The Ace of Swords. Wow. What's the clarity here from what it is that you have to let go of, that you have let go of, physically healed from, mentally stabilized, but emotionally there was still a factor doing this thing. Greetings, Emerald. Welcome back, love. What's this Ace of Swords, though? What's this? Wait, oh, shit. What? Okay. What happened between the last live and right now? Because the way this disruption shit coming through here. Oh, okay. Enslaved prison. I'm telling you, somebody here was stuck on something. You ask your ancestors to come in. I feel like this is the one time you actually ask with faith, not hoping, with faith. Because with faith now you're realizing, okay, this is already done. See, with hope you're still looking to see where you can go to get something done or something like that. Okay, look at this jungle. Somebody that's gonna bring you clarity. Oh, it's gonna be Papa Jungle. Give me that jungle. Give me that jungle. Give me that jungle. Give me that jungle. See you. Let me see here. Let me look at this enslaved prison vibes that we got through here. Let's look at it together, shall we? Let me say the hangman. That's Pisces. Okay. Okay. We got the Nine of Cups here. Jupiter and Pisces. And this is the God of gods. Before I look into that, so these goddesses that are present are connecting you to your truest desire. This Shango energy right here. Oh man, say that. Nicely built, well built, and very fair, observant, responsive, not reactive. Enslaved. Let me see. This card represents any person who has been persecuted because of his or her ideas or thinking. A prisoner of ignorant persons who, many times in the name of high ideals, single out, accuse, and finally execute innocent people whose sole crime is the preservation of opposing ideals and thoughts. Boy. The Six of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who works in the arts for sure. So you could be a musician. You could be a musician and you may be apprehensive about certain lyrics you want to express. Remain independent is what I can say. Remain independent. I mean, you see that a lot happening now today too. So It says here the blacks have not been freed from slavery. On the contrary, how many tears they had to weep to defend their dignity as human beings. It was hard for them to be acknowledged as having the same rights as white people, the freedom to think, feel, and do, using as a means of expression the same liberty afforded to any other person in the world. Sectarianism and discrimination affect not only color. Great men and women have lived in this world defending what they believe to be fair and deserving. Their truth need not be the same as that of others because each of us must find his or her own truth. The fight is tough, though so enriching. For such a purpose, we need to use the free will that God has given us, and then Shango comes out here. Beloved, you are protected. I don't know who you are in here, but you are receiving the guidance and justice of the divine. And this is why you're seeing this expansion in your fifth house, especially if you're an earth sign. Especially if you're an earth sign, because you have balanced out your polar opposite. You have connected with the polar opposite, which is water, grounding of one's emotions. Now, this enslaved prisoner here, some have become clear that they are victims of defamation, gossip, and felonies around them. Strengthen yourself. You will need it because your surroundings are exerting pressure on you. You will be subject to unjustified moral, physical, and or spiritual punishment. I feel like these are the energies that have falsely persecuted any of you for the way your beliefs are. Now you got to decide. You got to be real honest with yourself, and if that's you, then just know you on the opposite end of it. You know what I mean? Ooh, that stellium. I hear that in the fifth house. Okay, so let's go to Shango's energy. As a matter of fact, I'm not even on the path to that page. I'm literally going in a different direction. So I'll go to the Nine of Cups. Now it says here, according to the Hebrew Kabbalah, the ninth Sephra, called Yesod, represents the moon. There's something about a pulse. There's a deep connection between you and a purpose, like pulse. When I say purpose, this is like an experience you're about to encounter, and there's a connection due to the pulse. Let's see where this goes. Yesod represents the moon. This explains the nine moons in the sky full of stars. Ain't no stars in here, but that's all right. Okay. Fishermen have thrown their nets into the sea and will catch an abundance of fish when they bring in the net. I feel like it's telling you to be open and receptive to what's coming into your life, especially if you've been along a process where you've constantly been stepped on type of, way of living or being treated. Now, it did come out upright, so it speaks of prosperity and profits and love. We begin to harvest the fruits of good sowing. The mind goes hand in hand with the heart. There's no imbalance between the emotions and the mind. We are very close to complete happiness. Our physical welfare is evident when these factors are found in combination. And you have this here, this Nine of Cups, and I feel like you have been clear of all of those things that that was taking you away from this, making you feel mentally imprisoned or mentally enslaved, making you feel like you're not worthy of doing or being creative, being creative, doing what you want to do, being creative. Now Shango's energy represents judges and magistrates. This shit coming out in order. Something there. This is definitely divine orders now. 757 too. He represents judges and magistrates, general justice in general, and the concept of justice as such. Fairness, balance, and equality of conditions, administrative procedures, execution of contracts, bureaucracy, vouchers, documentation, papers in general. So be careful with the things that you're signing, okay? Especially as we are in this shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. He also governs examinations, seminars, courses, and conventions. He acts on ideals or idealization of a thought and on our conscience. Above all, its ethical and social side. Like the concept of truth, justice does not always agree with what people may sometimes consider to be fair or true. To reach settlement, we must set aside personal interests and passion. It says selfishness, but I'm not too big on that word the way it's defined by the collective because I feel like that has led to people in vicious cycles of continuously hurting themselves when hearing someone call them selfish when all you're really doing is bringing your energy back to yourself to be self, something like self, because you've depleted yourself in connection to yourself. You've disconnected from yourself. So in being selfish, you're going back to being something like self until you realize the self that you are, and then you can be selfless. And passion, because according to one of the great men in history, Socrates, we will have actual knowledge of a concept or something only when we are able to define it, and such definition raises no objection. This status is reached through the search of knowledge, something a master cannot teach, but he may indeed lead his disciples to reflect, to work with their minds with truth as their goal. The prayer to Shango. Justice has come. Make way for Shango, whose balance has no preferences. For him it is the same to be an emperor or a beggar, the rich or the poor. Help and defend me from the traps of my enemies. Let no judge on earth disobey your intercession, since your decision shall be a full and just judgment. Protect me as regards proceedings and papers. Protect me as regards proceedings and papers, even though they may be very old. Expedite them with your generosity, and have pity on those who do not understand you, since justice is little understood for not being promising and being so compromising. As Saint Mark of Leon, I syncretize you as a rider and tamer of wild beasts. Let this be so that I may defeat and dominate those who interfere with my plans. Not if they are false or unjustified, but if they are just and well thought out. Ooh, well, what do you know? 2355. Penny, penny, where you been? That's quite the confirmation. So let me see here. What's the energy surrounding this enslaved prisoner? What's all that about? What's that? Hmm? What's that about? So we can know where this is coming from. You feel me? Where is that? Who this? What's that? Let's see what it is. This is not going to be a long message. What's this about? Four of Swords. We have Pisces energy again at the bottom of the deck. We saw that Pisces energy before, and this is the prisoner though. What's on this side? The Four of Cups, the World card, and the Three of Cups. There's something. Wait a minute. Aside of this, Whatever this was, that was whatever this is that's connected to discontent and boredom, there's a completion of the cycle here. It felt like it's been on hold, but it's a completion of a cycle. Let me see. This could be the energy that's coming up tomorrow. You could be feeling it now. The moon square to Venus makes you feel like you're at a crossroads because it's balancing out what you emotionally desire and your core values. And then you have the Four of Swords. Now, this rune she has on her arm is the fertility rune. Okay. I feel like this is deep cellular healing, DNA healing that's happening as well. This could be something that's deep within the subconscious, as this Nine of Cups also reflects the moon, and in Pisces, it reflects the unknown. That in order to get to this space, you would have to be connected to ancient mysteries. That's how deep this is. So that way you're able to speak up, because we have the cardinal family showing up here. Now, let me, what's this? I don't need that. Let's see. Let me put in all these cards on top of this keyboard like I ain't but 222. Okay? Top of this keyboard like I ain't about to type some research something. Hmm. Damn. Mm. You are expressive and highly individualistic. Your thoughts and your visions are original, Cardinal family. So, Cardinal family, you don't have to be any of these galactic signatures, but if you are, pay attention. Red dragon, white world bridger, blue monkey, yellow warrior. You are expressive and highly individualistic. Your thoughts and your visions are original. You are an example for the collective progress and survival, able to initiate mutational changes. So this is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, as far as the mutable signs. You might feel like a stranger, an outsider, and it might be difficult to find acceptance and recognition. So if you're that person that find it difficult to find acceptance and recognition, aligned with the acceptance and recognition of yourself. Okay. And I feel like that's also what this healing process has allowed you to do. Definitely rite of passage to emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups. This is emotional support that leads to the beauty of having a family with someone also. That's Mars and Pisces, by the way, 10 of Cups. See these two right here? This is wild because this would be something that it's like digging the soil to plant the seed, digging the soil to plant the seed. 12 unknown. You're not sure how this is going to turn out, which means you have a lack of faith, so you need to switch that. Now, digging the soil to plant the seed. So come springtime, okay, because this is going from March 11th to March 30th, these two cards. So you may start to see some of these changes from the tower moments that are happening right now the birth of the changes as of March. 3 months. Okay, so here we go. Going back to conceiving, most wait till 3 months to disclose the beauty of that information, right? Same thing with you. Some of you about to plant seeds. It's only for you to know, though. It's only for you to know. Because it's at a vulnerable state. So you have to protect it. Protect it. Don't smother it. Okay? Yeah, so 10 of Cups. Yeah. Resting. Resting. And the Six of Swords. Wow. This is a closeout of a major cycle. 10 of Swords coming through here with the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords. Because it's leading you right to your emotional fulfillment. Keep doing what I do to myself. I'm learning not to talk. Yep. For sure. And that's definitely part of your, your journey as well. Where you have to see who you can really work with based on where you're going, based on the experiences you already had. Seeing who truly supports you. Shay. Let me see, we got Jupiter, Six of Swords, Mercury, and Mars. You see how you hear if you think about it, if you visualize it, but it's coming through as if you think about it, you'll bring it about. And bringing it about means there's an action that you take the moment you think of something. What is that? The moment you think of something, you're taking action. Don't be impulsive, though. Don't be impulsive. Okay, let's see. I feel like some of you have elevated where you were working with 3 deities and now you're working with another 3. Those 3 that you were working with before, that part of the process has done what it had to do. And 5 of Swords, there's a lot of swords here. Well, the moon is in Libra, so that is air energy. But let me clarify this 4 of Swords here. We got the Magician at the bottom of the deck, manifestation circle, manifestation energy. So that's allowing yourself to be vulnerable, connecting to source. What is going on here? It could be some partnership here that's a little sticky. What's the 4 of Swords? What is the 4 of Swords? Go here. Say less. What's the 4 of Swords? What's this healing, rest, recuperation, rejuvenation all about? It's definitely after something heartbreaking too. The 4 of Swords is the path. So something you've experienced recently is part of your path as a healer to go through a transformation, to liberate the inner child, divine child energy. It's like reforming your ideals in connection to love. This in reverse. Whoa, the coffin. In reverse. That's like a whole resurrection. But then this is also about something that has ended that you really moved on from. This could have this could be the energy that you're feeling right now. Like you were going through something that made you feel like an enslaved prisoner. And then once the moon got into Libra, you felt that shift from Virgo to Libra, where it's like you got this earth energy, Virgo, going into Libra about partnerships and balance, balancing out habits. Mm, wow, some of you got a grandfather here who's surrounding you at this time. It's like you went through a cycle that allows another set of ancestors to work with you for this next part of your journey. Mm. Another card is sideways, but if I was to pick it up the way that I picked up that coffin card that was sideways, it's bad health in reverse. I like what I'm seeing here because this is something that you emotionally have a breakthrough and it becomes a physical breakthrough also. Yeah. 38. I've been seeing that a lot. Olokun. Olokun's energy is strong here. Neptune. You've noticed that the deeper you go into your emotions, the less you have to take with you because if you hold on to too much on your way up from the bottom, you'll continue to sink. Wow. So, all right. So let's see what this conflict is because it speaks of a conversation too. You could be moving towards an uncomfortable conversation. This could be for some of you. This is you and your partner because the way these energies are set up this weekend, it's that type of vibe. It can cause a little no in relationships, but this is where you and your partner have to decide: are y'all going to do this together or you not? You know what I mean? Are you going to support and challenge each other, or just challenge each other with the lack of support? Like you got to figure that out. And I feel like for some, all these cards are coming out, popping out reverse though. Community. Okay, so this looks like a conversation with yourself about what has happened around. Why? Or to do what? What's okay? Why are you saying that for them? Something about the E line of a building from 1E to 6E. What's this? Upright. 1 to 6. Thoughts. Masculine. So this could be the masculine here. Finally looking within themselves about what it is that they truly want to do when it comes to the area of their life that has to do with the fifth house, where they have fun along with romance and create things they are proud of. Oh, wow. Privileged lady. I see you. Tell me more here. It's like a heart to heart conversation. Another reverse one. And I don't usually do these reversals. Ooh. Okay, so if you're a divine masculine listening to this message, if this is you and you are having to decide about your relationship, What you're going to want to do, the way this is popping through here, changing the house in reverse, you may want to step away from your environment to get a fresh perspective with the Six of Swords. This could also be you, Divine Feminine, as far as the action you're looking to take. Okay? Let's see what the Six of Swords is saying here. What is this all about, the Six of Swords? Well, you're guiding them through the divine messages that they receive, either through my messages on this channel, their dream state, any other, any other beautiful reader that they're connected to, beautiful, handsome reader that they're connected to. What about the Six of Swords? What's the 818 4104? And that fell on the ground just like the Tower card did. See, is this another reverse? Mature woman. Okay, so this is somebody, you could be moving on from someone that you're connected to that's younger than you. 6-9 Cancer energy. As far as the symbol, the glyph, so the symbolism. But 6-9 is Mars and Gemini. So you could have Mars in the 7th, where there's this clarity about certain partnerships that blocked you from wanting to, love again. And once you see where all of that stems from, it's like, okay, you can heal, let it go, and get back on your path of transformation. Masculine and feminine are just energies. Female, male are the genders. Masculine and feminine energies are within all. There goes that concern card again. So here we go. Because the feminine is popping through with the assistance of a guardian angel, a grandfather. So this feminine is already moving on. And this masculine could be stuck on, like, why is this even happening type shit. Yeah. It's like, why is this even happening? Like, where did this even go wrong? That's the Tower moment. It's not about where it went wrong or right. It's like something is just thumbs up. You have here the main female. In general, overall. Gift. All right, so some of you could realize the increase in your finances from disconnecting from certain physical bodies, energies. Tough break, tough disconnect, but you're built tough. Four of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that on the side because I wasn't asking anything. I was just shuffling, that popped out. Okay, so going back to this masculine having to step away. Masculine energy, action, to step away in order to really 4440, in order to really get a closer look at the challenges you have gone through that have actually, allowed you to mature. The gift in it all, the gift of it all is a gift in everything. What card number was that? I might want to do that right now. Okay, that's why. Let me see. So it's like the energy I'm picking up on right now is like not knowing what to do. It's like so much shit going on at one time. So much shit going on at one time. Not know what to do. Okay. Okay. 822. See what 822 is. Here I go again. Putting these cards in a position on little bell. Indolati in connection to the book of Judges. Why does his chariot delay in coming? So, this is someone who at one point wasn't emotionally secure, therefore emotionally unavailable. You gotta let this go though. I've been seeing 822 lately. Okay. Let's see what else we can get from here. I'm gonna look at the gematria on this because all right, that's what I was gonna go with first. And as I said that the honk happened again. Go with your first instinct. Building a solid foundation that relates to giving and receiving to manifest abundance, self confidence, and personal authority through discernment and proper judgment. This is something connected to the law of cause and effect. 822 brings a message about your personal spirituality and inner strength and tenacity and pursuing your divine life purpose. The angels encourage you to have faith and trust in yourself and the universal energies, and know that you will find success in all that you put your mind and efforts towards. The angels are helping you to recognize and acknowledge the divine light within yourself and others. Angel number 822 brings a reminder that part of your purpose is to contribute to the effect, positive effect of the world by your presence. I see you. This is definitely someone that's part of this cardinal family, that's for sure. Uh-huh. Realize your inborn talents and abilities and bring them forth to shine. You heard that, Sydney? Share the bounty of your energy, time, talents, and or possessions with those that need it. Identify your purpose, the positive effect you have on the collective that is within you, and use it for the benefit of yourself and others as generosity and benevolence come full circle to reward the giver. And this also connects to angel number 3. It is also a powerful message of self belief, faith, and trust. Your prayers, positive attitude, visualizations, and positive affirmations have been acknowledged by the universal energies. They've been acknowledged. You got that earlier too, right? Did it not say that? The chains have been broken. I think. Oh my. Yeah, so yellow card. Yep. Chains have been broken. Stay focused, balanced, and at peace, and know that all is going to divine right order and in divine right time. Trust that your desired results will manifest in your life. 822 in Gematria. We haven't done that in a little bit, y'all. I know I love my Gematria. Yes. It could be unexpectedly traveling, because I'm sitting here holding the sign like somebody about to pick you up and shit. Let me see. Me too. Cancellation request. 822 cancellation request, and this is also connected to the number 1212. Start from scratch. Okay. Samuel the prophet. You could have met someone named Samuel. This could be a Scorpio also, because I'm thinking of taxes. This could be a Scorpio. God is my boss. That's what it also says for 822. Rapture, blood moon. I am from distant star. It's not a star, it's a planet, but it's quite distant. Pluto. But then distant star will also pick up Aquarius, which we have disruption here as the tower card number 16. The ultimate code cracker. Jessica Alba. Royal Red Dragon. Let's look at this real quick. Are you also, whoever this is a red dragon person, because it's also part of the cardinal family. Now let's look at the red dragon energy together. Let's see what source got to say here. All right. Good. Galactic, since we did have that galactic card come through. Red galactic dragon, conscious self, represents the root source of life. We read this the other day. But I'll read this part for you because you may not have been in that message. Represents the root source of life, the nurturance and support of primary being. And within it are found the primal waters of unity. This is where your deepest roots receive true nourishment. Going back to what I was saying, you have to go into ancient mysteries to dig yourself out of this, which also requires isolation, hermit mode type of vibes. But now, the way this tower in fifth house is coming through, especially with the new moon in Capricorn, Mercury retrograde, there's going to be some openings here for you to finally just enjoy yourself from all this work you've been doing. Right? All this work that you've been doing, but at the same time, even if you're still in the I mean, you're always working on yourself, always in the process of working on yourself. But let's say if you feel like a beginner, still do the things that you would want to do, having the things that you are writing on your affirmation list, move that way, exude that energy, even if your conditions aren't, what it is that you are desiring. Okay. Because we're going into a 7 year, y'all, 2023. So it's a celestial number. And anything you think about, you will bring about. So if you think of lack, that's what you'll manifest. If you think of abundance, well, there you go, honey. There it is. It's the collective consciousness, also connecting to faith and spirituality, spiritual awakening. There's this ad as I'm reading this, and this little baby's over here getting it. So your inner child is lit right now. Your inner child lit right now, listening to this message for real, for real. Spiritual awakening and awareness from number 7, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual acceptance and development, mysticism, intuition and inner knowing, inner wisdom, psychic abilities, the esoteric, inner selves, deep contemplation, introspection, eccentric thoughtfulness, understanding of others, natural healer and healing, secrets, myth, ritual, peace, poise. You have to learn how to protect yourself because where you about to go, you're going to need that protection. I mean, you're going to need it because you may have been lacking it because you didn't have the tools that you didn't recognize the tools that you already had. And there was a certain experience that triggers for you to do something to better yourself. And here that came along, you know what I mean? You've been smiling so much more lately. You better go ahead, honey. Keep smiling. Really. Listen, regardless of what you got going on in life, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Even if you got something going on, that you may be suffering in silence about, the key is to really focus on what if this wasn't happening right now. So that way, you and your conscious mind in connection to your subconscious mind can now start to create the condition, because that's what if is. You want to create the condition of the reality that you want, so just watch more things that reflect what it is that you want and less of what you don't want. Okay, so let me see here. 7 also tells of beneficial time with obstacles overcome and successes realized. Your angels are happy with your life choices and are telling you that you are currently on the right path. You are encouraged to keep up the good work, the great work you have been doing as you are successfully serving your soul purpose and life mission. And your angels are supporting you all the way. So study a little bit more of your natal chart and the house that your north node is in. Okay. And also the house that your south node is in, which would be the polar opposite of your north node house. So if you have a north node in the seventh, your south node would be in the first. If you have a north node in the eighth, your south node would be in the second, north node in the ninth, south node in the third, north node in the 10th, south node in the fourth, north node in the 11th, south node in the fifth, north node in the 12th, south node in the sixth. Okay. And each of those houses reflect a zodiac sign. Now, let's see here. Positive things will flow freely towards you, and this will assist you along your journey. It also suggests that you look to further developing your personal spirituality and encourage others to do the same. Angel number 7 tells of learning new skills, listening to your own inner knowing, and stepping out of your comfort zone, North Node, in order to further develop and advance on all levels. You have an important soul mission. If you're watching me, if you're on this channel, you're subscribed to this channel, I love you. But this is why you have an important soul mission and life purpose that involves communicating, teaching, healing others, and serving humanity in the manner that suits you best. Living your greatest life, ever evolving greatest life, because there ain't no limit to that. You feel me? You are encouraged to set a positive example for others and inspire them to seek their own passion and purpose in life. This also encourages you to take up spiritually based practice, profession, and or career or heart-based service if you are so inclined. That was beautiful. That's number 7. Ooh, ninth house. Come on now with it. That's Sagittarius. It's yeah. Hey. What's that? Who goes there? Fell on the ground. There's a lot of shit going around. What is that? Wait a minute. Okay. All right, I got it. Ooh, I like to see it. 2 of Swords. Moon and Libra. Ain't gonna be no more confusion. How about that? Ain't gonna be no more confusion. You got the Ace of Swords out here first from your Orishas. This is why Shango was here. If people are being clumsy, it's like choose your battles wisely. That's Shango's energy. Choosing your battles wisely. If people are careless with like trying you, it's an insult to doing. Leave that shit alone. But if they really out here putting shit together, and well, he's on the job. You saw Sekhmet come out. You saw Selfcat come out. It's like ain't no apologies type of shit. But anyway, back to the life purpose. Let's see what else here. 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. Some of you are clear this day as to what it is that you have to do to ground yourself, to regroup. We will find that out throughout the weekend. We'll find find that out throughout the weekend. This King of Swords, now the King of Swords won't pop up like the Queen of Swords was. Again with the Hangman. Wow. The Hangman showed up 3 times. Hmm. The Hangman 3 times. This also speaks of letting go. Spiritual independence. I love that, especially after seeing the enslaved prison as well. This is like respectfully telling somebody fuck off, but not actually saying that. You say that with your energy instead, where it's like you don't even surround yourself with it to even have to express it that way. What's under the Hangman though? The Nine of Wands, Moon inside. You could have a Moon in Sagittarius. It's 8:38 right now, which speaks of my father is the sea. My father is the sea. You'll always be abundant. Always be abundant. As long as you have faith. As long as you have faith in the God that's within you, you will always be abundant. Even through your darkest moments. Your darkest moments is where you're actually being rebirthed, revitalized. You just got to shift your perception about it. Never be afraid of that process. Just to never be afraid of that process, as that's the process you started with entering this physical realm. What the fuck? Okay. Ain't nothing in here that flew in here, but it literally looked like something flew over my head. And we got temperance. What's that? What's this energy? That's clear as day. What is that? Angel of love, harmony. You got temperance at the bottom of the deck. Mhm. Trust your gut when it comes to your truth. You see it there, right? You see it? You see the 320? That is springtime. What's this? Ooh, ooh, Archangel Metatron, which connects to music. And then we got the Empress again. Hey, the way this fifth house showing up here too, that's also children. 33 and 20. 40, 20. Archangel Metatron is the sixth chakra. 40, number 40. It could be someone who, oh wait, that's the salamander's energy too. Someone in their 40s that has this epiphany about the truth. And you could possibly reconnect with this someone if this is some like a family member. Like you really have a heart to heart conversation, you know, of what happened 20 years ago, which is actually 2022, because I definitely said 2004, 2005 in the last video. But that's because it was around that 2017 mark. But even still, I don't even think that, whatever. Yeah, that would be whatever. I don't play counting like that right now. But yeah, Metatron flew up in here not too long ago. Then that's why I picked this deck up too, because I know the angels are in here. Let's see. The Hangman again. 104.44. Music. Then we got the second chakra at the bottom of the deck, the womb space. In your divine timing, in due time, you are rising up from the mud, and I feel like that's now. You can't be forced to do this either, though. You cannot be forced to come out the mud. You have to, no one can force you to come out the mud. You have to decide to do that yourself. You can receive all the inspiration from the world, from others. Your greatest inspiration is going to be you, though, because that's what's going to motivate you. Okay? I just heard voila. Better get it right. Better get it right. Two different songs. Passion ignited. Passion for creativity has been reignited. I love to see it. You got the Ace of Wands out here, not a Page of Wands. What's going on with y'all in this deck now, though? Okay, this is precise. What passion is this being ignited? In what area? Intuition and thinking. Plot twist. That felt like the Tower. So I'm gonna take these up. We're gonna have to do a spread on this Pisces 12th house energy. Okay, that's what we're gonna have to do. Because yeah. Before I do that, 1 month and 8 days. Because we keep getting 38, 844. I don't know what that means, but that's just, what's this? But surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. At the foundation of it all, this process is panning out the way it is for each and every one of you in here, obviously differently, because it is time to surrender to the magic of who you are. Now, this white horse here is reminding me of the Knight of Cups, which is the Pisces card. So, in the Light Seers deck, so we'll go with that. Look at this shit. You got to be shitting me. Now we gotta look for the Knight of Cups, because they're in the same place in different dimensions. They're in the same place in different dimensions. Same place, different dimensions. See? I feel like this is some of you manifesting love, and it appears as so. You know? Just got to surrender fear into the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, it says, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you, being and doing you. Not Sally, Dick, and Harry. You. Your name could be Sally, Dick, or Harry, but you know, just like, okay. Sally, Jelly, rock on, yeah. Shuffle all of these cards up. Now we're going to go into the message here regarding Pisces. More so the Hanged Man. Okay. It keeps popping through here. And this speaks of letting go, a reversal. Oh, okay. The sacrifice in order to achieve a goal, acceptance, reflection, observation, remaining calm. Let's get all the cards shuffled up. Put these back through here too. It's connected to the rune Ivy O'Neill. Okay. Isa, the Hangman, which is a straight line. It's also connected to the letter I. And this also connects to the healing of any loss of feeling or sensation. The time to turn inward, wait for what is to come, has to do with unity. All right. Have the conversation with yourself first is at the top of the deck. Okay. Something has to give for something to come in. What's this about? Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups here. Something has to give for something to come in. What message do you have for the collective? Something has to give for something to come in. What is currently going on? This slid right out. The Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. Boundaries when it comes to emotions. I feel like this is a mix of business and pleasure. The Moon card also reflects Pisces. And we did get the Ten of Cups, which is right on that energy of the spring, the season of the spring, March 11th to the 20th. Mars in Pisces. Mars in Gemini. This could be someone with Mars in the 12th. I feel like you're your own worst enemy, though. Mars is a personal planet. In the sign of Gemini, that has to do with your thoughts. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which speaks of a lot of options that can cause delusion. It's a level of uncertainty here, though. Something's got to give for something to come in. Something of the past. Six of Cups, Scorpio. Scorpio's here twice with the 7 and 6 of Cups. This will be Sun in Scorpio. This is Venus in Scorpio. You could have that placement in your chart. The 7 of Cups speaks of making a wise decision here. You can't take them all. You have to give 6 away for that one cup that's more than all 7 put together. What's the challenge? Something's got to give for something to be had. What's the challenge here? Currently, You have the Seven of Cups. There's so many different ways, so many different emotions are coming up. This could also be what you're feeling throughout the collective too. So be more mindful of what is your energy. And what I mean by that is it's like you could be in a space where everything's amazing, you're doing what you got to do, and then all of a sudden you get this. It's something that comes across that makes you do this like stink, like, "Uh-huh," but it ain't you. And you start to feel either underwhelmed or overwhelmed. And I'm talking about those of you who it just pops up out of nowhere. It just pops up out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere, it's around you. It's all around you. You just have to recognize it for what it is, accept it for what it is, and move on. Something's got to give for something to come in. Something's got to give for something to come in. Three of Swords, challenge. Saturn and Libra. Challenges you were willing to accept in matters of partnership. I feel like something is on hold here in order to get to the bottom of what's really going on. It's like, nah, you're not about to miss this mark, this new 12-year cycle. You're going to get it together this time. Ace of Swords. You can get it together this time. What's at the basis of this? The challenge card is the challenge position is a challenge card. Saturn and Libra, Three of Swords. Heart pain, heartache. So you have to really breathe. You may not even notice that. Go ahead and take 4 deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale for 4 as you hear me speak. Um, you may not even realize moments where you're not even taking deep breaths. And that is the slightest shift you have to make in order to become clearer when it comes to what it is you have to decide on here. The lighter you are, the easier it is for you to process your thoughts. 8:55. What's in the immediate past here? What's in the immediate past? What's in the immediate past? Something's got to give for something to come in. What happened in the immediate past in relation to what's got to give? What happened in the immediate past? Shit, Queen Wands. Aries energy. That's that enslaved prisoner vibes too, because the Queen of Wands is generous. She knows her purpose, inner strength. A lot of 7 energy right there. Deep wisdom, knowledge, willing to assist anyone. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. But that was also part of your journey in terms of accepting the challenge to surrender and hear, to surrender to the wisdom of your body. Saturn and Taurus. One more here to clarify the immediate past. What about this Queen of Wands, Aries energy? It's also connected to March 20th to the 22nd of April, the Queen of Wands. So this could have been something that occurred last year or the beginning of this year, excuse me. Shit, already feel like last year. Could be last year. An unexpected change during this time. Queen of Wands. This is somebody that was living their best life doing them and then took to heart what others were saying about you and it put you at a crossroads. But this at the foundation is definitely connecting to what was that? Moon. Oh, the moon squaring Venus and in an opposition to Chiron, where there's a imbalance between what you desire and your core values and the way that's being communicated with someone that you allow into your space, that you have been vulnerable with. Or this could be someone's thoughts of you. What's the possible outcome? What's the possible outcome? Strength. I love that. Okay. Strength card. Courage. Strength. Power. Something's got to give for something to come in, for your power to come in. Yeah, it's like releasing what no longer serves you. Because that's Saturn in Pisces card. Because Saturn going into Pisces, you'll be working more towards what's connected to your faith. And while Jupiter is in Aries, here we have the Hierophant. While Jupiter is in Aries, there's going to be so much that people do in connection to themselves, who they are willingly. With Jupiter in Aries, going to be an expansion of the way you're going to use the lessons in connection to your creative gifts. One more here. I did say I was going to get one more for this Queen of Wands, and I didn't. That could be the Strength card, but let me go one more for the Strength card, and I'll come back to the Queen of Wands. Got the talking. Strength card. Queen of Wands. Let's go to the Queen of Wands. Possible outcome is strength from something that occurred in the immediate past. Queen of Wands energy is stepping into your full purpose. This is like knowing who you are, what you came here to do, and if people don't agree with it, Queen of Wands. One more for the Queen of Wands here, immediate past. 2. 5 of Pentacles and Page of Cups. I just said. Mercury and Taurus, 5 of Pentacles. Your communication regarding your core values. This could have been with an Aries that you had this conversation with, or Libra. It's polar opposite because you have the 3 of Swords here as the challenge. Clarify this immediate past energy. The Strength card, as I split the deck, comes through, which is the possible outcome. You got to be shitting me. Okay. Well, 10 of Pentacles, which is given someone who you allowed to support you or feel like you wanted them to support you, or you felt like they were supposed to support you. They have to. They keep that choice of free will to decide whether or not they want to support you. But their connection to you, relation to you is an issue as to why they chose not to. Look at that a little bit deeper. You are feeling the burden or hurt from someone not supporting you because of their relation to you. The same way someone can't make you do something, you can't make another do. And it's time to brush it off, regardless of what relation you have to this person and it didn't support you. This could be mother, brother, father, sister, cousin, auntie, uncle, godmother, godfather, whatever, best friend, whichever. Yeah, no, I don't do that word friend. Ugh. Wow, the King of Wands. So the fact that that's a matching pair, someone is not okay with who it is that you choose to want to be with. Now, there's two ways of looking at this because this could be someone who is looking out for you and you don't see, where this is actually happening or the way this is happening, and others are overstepping their boundaries. So let me get one more. You got the Knight of Swords here. Gemini. Something's got to give for something to come in. Higher level of commitment. Something's got to give for something to come in. And then you have these two cards coming out just like this. Wow, something's got to give for something to come in. You got the Nine of Cups and the Lover's card. The challenge is your happiness when it comes to love. Choosing who you want to be in love with based on your core values and spirituality. So I feel like some of you come from a very strict background. If you come from a very strict background, and you're going through these type of energies where you're feeling like the outcast because of what you choose to do, and it's not in alignment to either your family or your culture's traditions. I get the hurt you will feel from it, but continue on your path of what makes you happy, especially if you're in a position where you're being treated like the goddess or god that you are. Okay? And allow people to have their own belief systems about what they think you should do, because what's happening in that instance is someone wanting to live their life through you, but you are not them. Okay? But release yourself from that situation with forgiveness and love. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving yourself for even going down that path where you may have stopped yourself from doing what you want to do because of a family tradition, or doing what you wanted to do and feeling guilty about it. You're the one that has to go to bed at night with the decisions you make. You feel me? So do what really makes you happy. And I see why the possible outcome card now is the Strength card. So let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Because if those people are supposed to come around and they are the way they call themselves your family, they'll come around. But do what you're supposed to do. Don't stoop to that level because they don't want you to do so. Especially if this is something you want to do where you know for sure you ain't harming anybody. Like, let's say you want to read cards and stuff like that, and you come from a very strong, strict religious background. Do what you do. You may even have to find your own space to do it, but just always respect yourself, what you truly desire to do. So that's basically what's happening this weekend for the collective. It's like being at a crossroads with core values and, you know, what you truly desire to do, especially in a partnership. Each one being, holding themselves accountable for their role within the partnership. Each one holding themselves accountable and responsible for their role in the partnership. Five of Wands is here at the bottom right now. Let's see what's next. Split the deck. We have Justice and the Death card with the High Priestess at the top. So let's see what energy comes out here with this balance, this intuitive balance guidance that you're getting through a transformation to balance this out, especially with the challenge card being the Three of Swords, which is expressing challenges you may have had in partnerships one-on-one. We in here today, okay? Today. Let's see what's happening next. What's next? Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Let's see. This is precise. I love to see it. What's next? Let me close this. What's next? The moon. 909 right now. Okay. Completions. Centering yourself. 18. Moon number 9. Oh, yeah. We just had a lovely conversation, collective. Okay. Especially if this resonates with you. Knight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. And then we have the Lovers. Virgo is the polar opposite to Pisces. This is a Pisces card. So I feel like there's going to be some level of disclosure of emotion. Let's clarify. Talking to me. What's the moon's energy here in the immediate future? Ooh, I feel like that's that energy again with the surrender to the magic of who you are, that card, and the Knight of Cups. Remember we were saying they in the same position but in different realms? She's underwater, he's up top. Day and night. Day and night. KC, initials KC to be specific, significant. Let's see. K and C as in caps. 133.33. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, there's gonna be some level of expression of emotion. More, there's a new beginning. You see it there. Fruits of your labor right here. Sources like, here you go. Take that. This is for you. This is for you. My number one. Number one. Number one. Coming in hot. This energy is like, I know where I'm going. I don't even gotta see the path that I'm walking on. I know where I'm going. I'm taking all this power, all this love, and all this passion straight to you. That's how this is coming up. Although this is Saturn and Sag card too. Because right after this is the Ace of Wands, man. Let me see what, because its energy is going towards the environment, which you could be sending out a signal telepathically to someone. You can be coming up to someone here. Where your energy is allowing you to connect with the familiar soul. Ace of Pentacles. A little bit more. 9/11. Twin Towers. I both had a tower moment. I just smell shampoo. Could be hairstylist, hairdresser, or this person will love the way you wash their hair or something. What? Let me see. 5 of Wands. Oh, okay. Saturn and Leo. You see this Ace of Pentacles and this Five of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles coming towards this Five of Wands. This is once you realize your true capacity of your gifts and you trust your instincts and the guidance that you receive from your star family. The sun is also a star. Once you master all of this, this is what comes in. Saturn and Leo. This is this is definitely speaking of some of you gaining some financial abundance for sure. This could even be someone who's financially abundant. Like they can get you whatever you want, whenever you want. Okay. And this is somebody that could be the person who's coming in to express this deep emotion, this deep level of emotion. Especially once you get to this level of really knowing yourself. And the reason why I'm picking up on this financial vibe of it, because of Capricorn too, his earth energy. I'm telling you, this don't even feel like drama, which is why the challenge for you is to release the drama of the past from giving your love, your energy to people who didn't see you for all that you are, especially if you are balanced within the energies of your masculine and feminine within. You got a lot of fire within you, but you know how to work with that. You know what I'm saying? And most people you've connected with in the past didn't know how to respond to that. Constantly put you at a crossroads that strengthen you. And now, currently, you're taking your time with your options, making sure that what you choose represents you in terms of your worth. With this Eight of Wands here, that's love coming in here quick. Let's give one more though. What was at the top though? Page of Wands, which speaks of a bearer of great news. Oh shit. Five of Pentacles. Whoever this is that's coming in, they balance it out. See? Six of Pentacles. That's divine reciprocity. And it taught you so much about yourself, right, beloved? That had little to no standards before. No, that's right. Appreciate your honesty. So, yeah, this divine gift that's coming your way is coming to balance things out. You finally found a way to walk away from all this drama, you know? And you turn that drama into, you turn this drama into a series. You on your Issa Rae insecure shit. Wow. Let's get one more though. Uh, Eight of Swords. Jupiter and Gemini, that has to do with expansion through the media too. But now you realized you're not stuck. You don't have to stay there. Something's got to give for something to come in. You don't got to stay there stuck. Close that shit up. 10 swords. Get to that clarity. Ace of swords. It's really 0 to 9. That 10 is really that 1, depending on how you perceive it. Another message here, Five of Cups. I feel like this is all of the cleansing that this new moon in Capricorn will be doing for you as well. You got all the fives here. Just about. Yeah, you in this deck, yeah. But you got the Five of Pentacles coming out in your immediate past and clarifying the message of an emotional connection or conversation. I feel like this is something or someone that you can actually talk to about all of this that you have experienced. Let me see what else is coming through here. Seven of Wands. Speaking of boundaries, a lot of synchronicities, fives and sevens. We saw 757, right? $757 foretells of a gift present for you. This could come in the form of material, spiritual, or even intellectual. The gift may seem great or small, but it will be of great significance. 757, which also is number one, may also be suggesting that you make relevant changes in your life that are suited to who you truly are within. Ashe. The angels encourage you to live your spiritual truths in earnest. And we did pull up Archangel Michael, so you may want to look a little further into that as well. It is a completion of the cycle. New moon in Capricorn. Write them affirmations down. That's going to be your New Year's moment. And I say New Year's moment because that's when you're planting the seeds. So when New Year's comes around spring, it landed on the Orisha book with Oya on the front cover, the Seven of Swords in reverse. And now it's on the ground upright. So there's clarity about all of this deception. You may have to go back down memory lane right quick just to see where was it that you was actually thinking or overthinking that you were in bondage. Hangman energy. Something's got to give for something to come in for you to take action. Aries energy signifies the spring, but also the heart space too. I mean, woman, I'm gonna see where you coming from. That made you do this. Where they coming from? Where is it that they're coming from for all this deep revelation, subconscious revelation, clarifying the moon? Where did they come from? Because what you thought was a higher level commitment makes all the sense in the world. And on your way down memory lane, this could be what's occurring during Mercury. Okay, Mercury retrograde. As you go down memory lane and you realize all that you've overcome, look at all this shit. Look at what you used to commit your life to. And once you realize this, the universe is like, here you go. Some of you thought you was going backwards. It seemed like you ran into an entire new beginning. Though. Ran into a new beginning. But in the midst of it all was all of this. Saturn and Leo energy here. Challenges you're willing to accept to get in alignment with your creativity. Which other Saturn card we got? Okay, no other Saturn card. But this is where this new beginning is going to be coming in. Okay, new moon in Capricorn. Then you have Mercury in Taurus. It's not that you were left out in the cold. You have a safe haven right here. You just didn't choose to go that way because you were choosing more to focus on things that were no longer serving you any longer. Until you came clear to that and realized that you were in this self-sabotaging experience, you started to realize, wait a minute. Five of Swords, was it here? Did it come out? No, Five of Swords didn't come out. But it did show itself at one point. I think it was at the bottom of the deck, but that speaks of a conflicting conversation. And I feel like have the conversation with yourself first. Yeah. Let's see what's the advice. Now that we got that clear. What's the advice here? 144. Two of Swords. Moon and Libra right now is going to guide you through this. Is guiding you through this. Or the message that we just received is the guidance and clarity of what this is. Ten of Wands. Yes, indeed. We already talked about this too. Because it showed itself with the Ace of Pentacles coming out first, clarifying the Moon card. coming in with a lot of passion. One more, because it's also showing that see it exactly for what it is, because you're not seeing it for what it is, or you weren't seeing it for what it is. And at the basis of it, you have the Two of Wands, but notice how the Two of Wands is looking directly at the Two of Swords at the advice. 22 could be significant, the 22nd. Venus in the trine with Uranus, a smooth change of your emotional state, a pleasant surprise. Exciting emotional experiences. You don't see this coming though. But you're really surprised. Ain't no fear there. But okay. Uh, this is kind of wow. Um, you see how you see all this that's happening right now? This is what this is. It's I'm gonna show you in a minute, but it's like something's got to give for something to come in. You don't know what this is that's coming in, but this shit is all consuming. Okay, it's okay. Venus in Scorpio, Seven of Cups is here. Why that gave me the vibe of undercover boss? That's weird. But this is also coming out with your advice. Let me. Here we go. Um. Okay. Let me see. Let me see something's at the top. Knight of Wands. Something's got to give for something to come in, and it's coming in hot. Okay. Now, obviously, for those of you, use your discernment, right? Okay. Protection, protection. And this is irresistible energy that you might have had your back turned towards while you were going through all of this mess in the recent past. This Emperor, because this is Capricorn energy, I'm not even picking this shit up as like, like a restriction. It's more so like, nah, this person is highly aware of dark and light, and they know how to play their role. They know their role. They're highly responsible, but they're looking to move forward here. And I'm feeling like with this Scorpio card, this means sharing that emotion. You already got the moon card out here. So this is what some of you manifested in this moon in Libra right now is making it clear as day as far as you matching your core values to your emotional desires. Like if it don't make sense, you're not doing it type shit. This makes a lot of sense. To the point where once it shows up, once it shows up, it's gonna show up. It's gonna show up and show the fuck out. But look at that. I picked up these cards and there's still some here. It's the Ace of Pentacles, which is the first card to clarify the moon card. What's this here now? The Ten of Wands. Now, if you, these are the cards that clarify the moon, which we're picking up on as an emotional connection or conversation. It's not going to be just talking. I looked at my board right now. It said passion moves. Let me clarify that. What is this really talk about? Nah, we gotta use the Orisha deck for this one because that right there, it, that sounds amazing. It's like it's you receiving more than you asked for. Karma, learning the lesson to receive reward. Beloved, clarify this energy. The advice. On another note, this could also be an ending of a partnership too. That's how extreme this is. It's either an ending or a beginning. Mm. Have faith more than hope. We have the Eight of Cups, which speaks of walking away from what no longer serves someone, releasing the Kraken. It's a release of emotions because it creates this massive flood that tears up wherever it passes through. Give me strong on y'all energy. Look at that, being slave prisoner again. My thing is the moon card, the Kraken, and the moon card are giving some real similar energies here. So I feel like the release of the Kraken, all right, the release of the Kraken is what happens between all of this once you go down memory lane. I feel like for some of you, this is like remember where you come from, Mercury retrograde. Who has it in their okay, seventh house? That's Cancer. If you were Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, yeah, this got something to do with somebody coming back in the past that hurt you very badly. Okay. Doesn't have to be during Mercury retrograde, but this is like that rundown of what you're processing in your mind. And so if it's not the moon in the seventh or Mercury in the seventh, this could be Mars in the seventh. Becoming more optimistic moving forward about love with Mars retrograde. What else? Going inward, revising the use and action of your willpower, being creative about the lessons you've learned. And this could be in your way of communicating now. That's an art. To communicate is an art. So communication is an art. And speaking of talents and gifts, it's a choice to receive, to be open and receptive and acceptance to one's gifts. something as simple as communication. So if you're someone who has evolved and you're able to communicate, the universe is going to make it extremely challenging for you to connect with someone who hasn't, is what I'm picking up. Because you're destined for more, you know? It doesn't want you to settle for less. So we'll bring your entire shit down if you decide to go down that path. That's giving Andromeda Pegasus vibes. What's the dude name? That's the horse name, Pegasus. What's the guy name? Can't even remember the guy name. Sheesh. Perseus. Clash of the Titans. And Eight of Cups followed by the Ten of Swords. Which was broken down in the previous message in this live with the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords with the Ten of Cups in the center. Something's got to give for something to come in. Bringing it back to one, bringing it back to self. Rebirth and transformation, Emperor energy, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. I mean, what's the Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace of Pentacles? We got 18 again with the Moon, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. What's the Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace of Pentacles? That's the Three of Cups card, but it's not coming out, but it's there. Definitely speaks of a reconciliation. I feel like this is a reconciliation of you bringing your power back to yourself. What's the Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. So this energy speaks of fasting. And I was feeling that too. Because some of you are going to be fasting next week, right? And there's something about the 22nd. Okay, the Venus trine Uranus. An emotional shift, a great emotional shift. Because we have the salamander again at the bottom of the deck. And we got the earth element too, which is bringing in abundance. Yeah, this Ace of Pentacles is definitely speaking of a collaboration with someone you might meet online. What's the Nine of Wands? It has the glyphs of the Sun and Jupiter here. I ain't going for that. No, no. I'm hearing that now. Love. Let's see. What's this Nine of Wands? It's also connected to Moon and Sagittarius. person could have a moon in Sag or moon in the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the Three of Pentacles is Mars and Capricorn. So this is a long time coming. That's the Nine of Wands. What's this Nine of Wands? I gotta look in here then. Let me look in here about this. Because I think it mentions the earth element. I went straight to it. All the material given by the earth relate all aspects and interests connected with it. Take into account the dates that govern the three signs belonging to it. Meticulousness, pragmatism, determination, and assurance. Also, a restrained or restraining situation. Control. But like some of you have also been celibate for some time too. That's why this comes in like that. 9 candles for this Nine of Wands speaks of apparent inactivity because your actions will be more mental and or spiritual as you enter a stage of self-improvement during which it is necessary to save energy. This speaks of a man wearing a white turban lies on a straw mat in a profound mystical state, knowing that this period of asceticism, which asceticism, okay, I'm thinking of aesthetic, excuse me, asceticism and fasting will result in his transformation and regeneration. That's it hit me again. That's why when that shit came out like that, it was like this person got hella control over that root chakra. My hand's shaky and shit. Man. Yo. Okay. The number 9 is the only number that, when multiplied by another, results in a number that, when reduced to a unit, becomes 9 again. Man, listen. This could be someone in their 40s. You definitely got that fertility card, solar plexus. Oh, Lord. But man, the Ace of Pentacles is man. Message from fire. More salamanders for your ass. Okay. That's the star. That's the Aquarius energy. I told you because Shango is connected to Uranus. That's Aquarius, and he definitely came out. You definitely got the Nine of Cups. It speaks of wish fulfillment. Yeah. So, yes, I'm here. Message from fire. Thank you, beloved. Empress Road. Thank you for your blessings, infinite blessings back onto you, honey. Infinite fold. Let's see here. The salamander. Well, it's not a salamander. It's message of fire and the water element. Kind of steamy. We kind of steamy here. And who had the Six of Swords? The mature woman in reverse. So this you divine feminine goddess, you could be younger than this masculine. Do not let anything or anyone discourage you. Since reasons acts according to your moves, it says, do not let anything or anyone discourage you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Remember what we're talking about over here? Yeah. Because I feel like that's that emperor right here who hasn't connected to you yet because you focused on your fire and your passions right now. You know what I mean? I love to see it. But ain't no buts. Ain't no confusion. It's just, is that all we have right here? Am I tripping? No, I'm not. Okay. This is what we was talking about over here. Don't let anything or anyone discourage you. Since reasons acts according to your moves. Since reason acts according to your moves. That's I just really heard mind your business. My neighbor's dog might as well be down here. It's like you want to listen to the message too. Listen. You have been fair in your attitudes. Stop being unfair with yourself. You have been fair in your attitudes. Courage in fulfilling your duties. Rank and achievement in your performance. The truth is guiding you, and love will therefore be your corollary and only means for happiness. Willpower to overcome any danger and difficulty. Especially with this process here of becoming mentally and spiritually stronger. Because this card also speaks of as a subtle effervescence, the rising flames throw out sparks from the logs, burning everything to survive. They provide true life to our eyes by reflecting an imminent light. They seem to dance to the rhythm of the creaking logs and become stronger as they burn oxygen. Finally, the flames take shape of salamanders. Only one of them is a spark, and all of them together form the latent flame that gives us willpower and the unending fire that keeps burning as long as there is life. A representative of universal love, the Holy Spirit comes down in the form of flames, and the sacred heart of Yeshua shines because of the love of its brethren and all of humanity. This is twin flame thing over here now. This is like a twin flame, soul flame, balanced connection where now you're enjoying it, even if that means with yourself first, because that's what it has to be. You have to feel that with yourself first. Fire is a pure and purifying element, burning all ignorance and clumsiness and acting as the bulwark of reason and mental penetration. So yeah, this is an energy of someone who can truly stimulate your mind, or if you are an air sign, this is one of your love languages type of thing there. Communication, words of affirmation, but also alongside that, this is someone who challenges your mind, which allows you to grow. Challenge and support. Let me get a message from your heart to you, collective, from your heart to you about this advice. In regards to love, from your heart to you, from your heart to you. Okay. Do not make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. Think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is really coming full circle here. At the bottom of the deck, it says, "Ooh, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess." And in reverse, if you're not in a partnership, beware of what you are projecting. The qualities you admire about yourself is also the qualities you admire in them. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And then under that, you have power, which is your possible outcome card. So let's read that. You instinctively know what is right for you in terms of cause and effect. Number 7. And you have the power to say no or to walk away anytime. Then we have at the top, ooh, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Yeah, man. Is that card still here? Because I just saw another image that's giving this here moon and 8 of cups. It's like building a partnership based on faith, not religion, faith. And if it's going to be a religion, it is going to be love, that type of religion. Yeah. Okay, let's continue, y'all. Let's see what's in the environment. This should be intriguing. What's in the environment? 949. I clearly said this wasn't going to be a long live. We on here for 2 hours. When did that happen? It's in the environment. Let's see. Oh, on its way to you, honey. On its way. Divine spiritual love, number 7 is on its way to you. See that horse again? The horses is just dangerous. Could be a water sign also, or somebody who's emotionally available finally. Hey, this one's here. They went through a transformation also where they got tired of being rejected. Yeah. My horse present to you this one. Yeah. Yeah. Justice for all your heartache and pain. Justice is here. You mad at something else? Yeah, my bad. Let me see. Hopes and fears. Y'all ain't sure. Let me see. Don't get you started. You already started. You done been past that, honey. You on this channel. You been started. You feel me? You feel me? I mean, the way these cars came out, they way ahead of you. Okay. Socials like you better get on your horse. Okay. You better get on your horse and make that judgment call. Judgment. Ain't no fear and ain't no hoping. That's what I'm feeling from this. I honestly feel like going straight to the outcome because it's like no hopes and fears. The way this challenge was set up, that's enough. Let's see what you have undone yourself from with this Pisces energy. self-undoing. Conclusions of self-undoing this weekend. Let's go. Bro, we really on here for 2 hours. We just got Christmas caroled. Ain't no hopes and fears. That's what I'm saying. It's a completion of a cycle. You about that life. You feel me? You about that life. You major arcana in out here. Look at all this major arcana now. Starting from the possible outcome, it's really just been major arcana. And as far as what's coming into your life here in the environment, is deep emotional fulfillment. Well, if you've been single, doing work, minding your business, doing what you do, and not focusing on win, 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 you about to get this work. Page of Pentacles. 3 weeks. I mean, some of you here, you have a connection to someone in your past. This could be a past life soulmate, though, that you could be encountering. And I'm getting they're highly intuitive and psychic. They may also have the moon trine Neptune in their chart. A very strong connection between the moon and Neptune. Because the moon is here in your immediate future and the Pisces card is here in your environment. What's the outcome? What was at the bottom? Page of Pentacles. We just talked about that. Page of Pentacles. That's literally from the 22nd of December to the 28th. Page of Pentacles. We just talked about the 22nd with these two. Y'all let me know in the comments after this, around that time. What's the outcome? The possible outcome is strength and courage to overcome all of those lessons you had to learn in terms of what's before that, in terms of moving forward. The Chariot is before the Strength card. And prior to that is a decision that has to be made. Now you have the strength and courage to choose what brings you joy. And now it shows up in your environment. You don't have to worry, hope, or fear. Align with your faith and act as if it's already here. Rhyme alert. And then you got the Page of Wands as the outcome. That's a message of great news. Saturn is about to gift y'all in terms of the new moon in Capricorn. Clean slate. But you have to work it. You have to nurture it. That's how you receive your abundance from Saturn. And remember, you'll be planting seeds on the 23rd new moon, setting your intentions and affirmations. Really sit down with yourself and do that. And as you're doing so, feel as if you are already there. Because you will manifest that come springtime. Yeah, you don't have to worry about none of that in the past. Let me get one more. Page of Wands, outcome. What's this? The Queen of Swords. We're still in Sag season. That's the Sagittarius card. So you're finally clearing out everything that put you at a crossroads and stagnant. Let me see what the Queen of Swords is looking at this. Listen. Okay, we're done. We're done. Ace of Pentacles ain't stopping. We already knew the Ace of Pentacles is the man. And we got the Seven of Swords at the top. 4 of Cups. Let that shit from the past go. Yeah, isolate yourself and manifest something new. Straight up. Stop juggling. 2 of Pentacles. Jupiter and Capricorn. Obviously, you're gonna have to work on whatever it is that you want to manifest. So make sure what you want to manifest and want in your life is something you're willing to put the work in for. And the divine will come in and assist you. Faith without works is dead, right? Okay. Queen of Swords. Tell you, this is what you're looking at. This is what you're looking at. Higher level of commitment. Like, this is somebody who's clearly tapped into their higher self and physical self. There's another major arcana. Like, the major arcanas are not playing, so you already know 1033, 133, divine guidance surrounds you now. Every step you're taking moving forward, as long as you release the past, the emotional wounding of the past, you'll be able to connect to what you truly want to do based on your core values. Truly desire and core values. All right, y'all. We got one more card. One more card. 5. Okay, change. 9:59 at that. Final message. Set your sights higher. It's 2:22:14 on the timer. What's with the rhyme? Yeah, some of y'all are writers, poets, spoken word, songwriters, morning affirmations, rising affirmations. Say positive affirmations each rising to open the gates of manifestation. And with this Taurus energy showing up here, this could definitely be something you manifest. In terms of Taurus, being practical about what it is that you want and writing it down. Writing it down, moving, dancing to what it is that you want. 2:22:55, because you are worthy, honey. You are. Know that you deserve to receive all greatness in all ways. And this is what I thought I saw, and I looked at y'all like that because I thought I saw this card, but it came out at the foundation of it, and we just did dance. Music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chat, sing, play music. Y'all, love you. This was an amazing live. I really thought we was going to be on here for like 30 minutes. Obviously not. And explore your options, which is what you're doing. It's right up under music for manifesting, and then you have alchemy here. So it's time to look at other possibilities and a great time to make changes. And you have the Midas touch right now. And every project you begin turns to gold. So you know what's up. You know what time it is. Go get yours. Let's get this.